When Andy asked me to talk about audiences, I started to think a lot about the word, and I very quickly started to feel sorry for the word, the poor old word audience. It gets knocked about an awful lot, and it gets combined into phrases like audience development and audience diversity, and everybody starts to feel terribly guilty about the audience. So I thought, what is the audience? Because surely the audience is why we're all in this, why we got involved, and something that deep down we really love. So, of course, I just went to good old Wikipedia, and they actually define it quite well. Here we go, whoops. An audience is a group of people who participate in a show or encounter a work of art. Literature, brackets in which case they're called the reader, theatre, music, or academics in any medium. Audience members participate in different ways in different kinds of art. Some invite overt audience participation, and others allow only moderate clapping. However, I think that Wikipedia is right, because what it focuses on is the fact that the audience is the people in the room with us. The audience is this unique thing that comes together with us, which is why we make the work. I think how we can treat audiences better and how we can better negotiate the relationship between artist and audience is to think about them more fully in the creation of the work. A lot of the work that goes on in this venue is very much about thinking through the audience experience, often in a very intimate way. Another example, I went to Hotel Medea the other night. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet, but it was a nighttime journey. At the end of that piece, I felt that a group of artists had been thinking about the rhythms of me in the night for many years to give me that experience, and I felt really cherished by the way that I've been treated. So the way I think for us as artists to engage with the audience is to cherish and think about them in the making of the work, and for always and only to use the word audience as a creative thing, as a creative body. And here is my soppy metaphor for the day, that every audience is indeed like a snowflake. It may look the same, but when you look at it in detail, it is beautifully different to the one the night before. When we should never use the audience, and this is my big statement for the day, is we should not use the audience when we're talking about people who might come to the theatre. People who are in some way potential members of this beautiful body. We should maybe find completely different words for our marketing department. We should never talk about audience development. We should never talk about audience diversity. That is not the audience. Ask your marketing departments, or if you're marketeers or you're selling your work, what other word would you use? Would you use customers, in which case you've got a particular kind of relationship, or would you use community or network, in which case I think we're building into something much more exciting and with much more potential. But the audience itself is only that group of people in the room sharing the breathing moment of theatre and performance, and either participating or moderately clapping.